Alright guys, I'm Gizno. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are back with some more RWBY Ice Queendom. We are looking at episode 7 today, titled Dreams Come Rued. So I actually had to look it up because I completely forgot what rude meant. But looks like we're going to be getting into some like regret stuff, and most likely regret that has to do with Weiss. Exactly what regret she has right now, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like not being able to speak up to her father, maybe not having a closer relationship with her sister, or maybe like, you know, never opening up with her mom. You know, we haven't really had a lot of things with her mom yet. Maybe in this episode we will. Because if you guys remember, she, like, especially in this series, she's just been in the garden drinking away. So maybe we're gonna be getting something like some sort of opening up with Weiss and Willow. I know that in volume 7 they kind of like open up pretty awkwardly. So I don't know if we're gonna get like satisfying resolution between Willow and Weiss if they do open up those can of worms. But it'll be pretty cool to see some Willow, you know, especially since she's been keeping her distance for most of the series. Once again, it makes sense considering, you know, what we know in volume 7. Other than that, we had last episode, we had a pretty long fight. I thought it was pretty good. I'm still waiting for that, like, you know, episode 1 through 3 level of, like, you know, what's the word, level of fighting. Like the Nevermore fight was beautiful, the RWBY versus Grunt fight, the Weiss versus the Armor fight, like those were really good fights. So I'm still waiting for like those big and like really impressive fights in the dream world, because I feel like we still haven't gotten there yet. But there are, like, you know, the music and everything. So I mean, like, overall I've been enjoying this series a lot. It's just the fighting that I hope we get a little bit more, you know, oomph in. But yeah, we had like topics of racism, topics of change, and now I guess we're going to be implementing those in this last round of Weiss's nightmare, including John. John is also going to be in this too, because you know he's gotta be. It's like in, I don't know, some kind of contract somewhere. So let's not waste any more time. I'm really excited to get back into this. You know, episode 7, we're on the second half of this series, so I expect things to really be picking up even more than they already have. So let's not waste any more time. Before we get started though, just want to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys end up enjoying this video, then you can like the video, comment, subscribe. All those things really help me out. And of course, subscribing to let you guys know when I upload next. Also sharing with other RWBY fans. So if they're looking for reactions to Ice Queendom, they know that one of the places that they can come to is this channel. So if you guys have already shared this video, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. So let's not waste any more time and get on with the episode. All right, here we go. Game over, starting from scratch. Okay, maybe not completely starting from scratch. Some things have changed. Alright, cool. I imagine he's... Of course. She's like, get off me. Yeah, how did that happen, John? Oh my god! What is this sword? Oh, I see. Like he has this grand weapon, but he can't even hold it. Hopefully he can actually like fight with it. That's a pretty grand looking sword. Honestly, I like it. It's a really nice looking sword. And he also has he has like a cape? Alright, John, look at you. Oh, you have a different shield? Oh no, the shield is thing. That's pretty clever. Maybe we're not supposed to be going the way that we've been going so far? Oh my gosh. That's a great sword. So I guess the whole thing with John's sword is that, like, because she saw his skills with his actual sword and saw that he still has a long way to go, like she basically sees him as some guy fumbling with a sword that he can't actually control. But yeah, I wasn't expecting the cape. I was expecting, like, you know, the little hat and the scarf, but I'm glad he got the upgrade. You know, I'm always a fan of a cape. Actually, it kind of reminds me of RWBY's cape with the hood and everything. Are we actually fighting this time? Oh, that's sick. It's an actual sniper. Oh, here they come. Oh, we saw some females too. Some female White Fang members. Oh, okay, we're shooting the White Fang. Interesting. I mean, like, I couldn't really care less if they stole from these guys, but sure, go ahead. Jesus Christ. Oh! What's happening? Oh no, now it's Excalibur. I still don't really understand why. Oh, interesting. So I guess that thing actually did mean something. We might be finally untangling Weiss. Here we go again. Hey there, Willow. Oh. I guess, yeah, they did need to change the dream. So in the actual dream, the train does stop, but here it continues. So I guess. Oh, she's like, wait, it actually got here? Well, it's coming. What do you want to do? Okay. Oh, here he is. I love this theme, by the way. Uh-oh. She's actually like thinking, because she's like, I mean, she's pretty smart. She's like, there could be enemies on the train, because this is very strange. Everything's down to you, Weiss. Everything's on your shoulders. For some reason, even though you're not the one in charge, you're the one that has to decide everything. Ice Queen! Let's go! Did she hear them? And like in her heart or something? This reminds me of that one game. I think it's like called 60 Minutes or something. And like the same thing continues, like repeats itself until you find different ways to change the scene, which is kind of what they did here. Oh my god, everything is changing. The dream is actually making way for this train. I really hope they don't just run over these people. Okay, there you go. Oh, she sees them now. This OST is killing it, I'm not gonna lie. And we're going into the next wall, okay. Hopefully the door opens for that too. Oh, or a ramp. Go as far as you can, yes! Oh, I love this. This is so weird. And now we're in the next level. All the shadow people are they're running for their lives. Are we going straight to the top? I guess so. This OST is pretty long, but this scene is pretty long, but the OST is worth it. So whose plan was the first one? Was it Yang's or Blake's? Because I feel like Blake still needs to talk to Weiss. Okay, well, Big Nicholas. That's enough. Okay. Oh, I love that shot. I guess John makes the 4-man squad, because Weiss still isn't with them. Oh. Alright, he's starting to feel it. It's like, yeah, well, get in there. God, you're so happy about this damn train. Could it be that not all faunists want to kill humans? Even John. Thank you, Jock. Very, very nice for you to add that. Comes. Blake took Ruby, Yang, and John? Exactly. What? You're not aware of nothing. That is definitely not what happened. I said it in like episode 3, but this is all of this happening at once is enough to drive anybody insane. I can't wait for them to meet. They're really hyping it up. Oh god. But on top of that, it's just like you can see her mind just like refusing to change. But then you can also see Weiss like start to open up. Is there anything that they can do? Or we're just gonna... What's with the circus? What's with all these tents? This is a new part of the dream that we haven't seen yet. Oh, I hate that. Ugh. What happened to your cape? Oh, you got rid of it on the train? Yikes. Oh? Do all the robots have that? Or just this one is... Oh, it can't see him. Or at least it sees him as a regular person. Is this... Oh. Big Nicholas. What's going on here? No. You're not supposed to be going outside, dummy. Oh. Look at Nora's face. I don't know why, but like her side eye like that. It's great. Oh, it's his actual sword. Yes. So he can actually fight. Aha! You silly, he got you! Is this inside the cage? Oh, new music! Okay. I love it already. It sure is. I mean, Klein wasn't lying when he said it was comfortable in here. You're where you're supposed to be. Oh! Cool, we found Yang's chess piece. Stop. Stop. Go! What is this? Little Weisses? What is this? Give me a compliment. I want to be spoiled. I want to play. Yo, she's adorable. Oh. I love the outfit too with the coat thing. Okay. Yeah, we found one. Oh, these robots gonna start acting up? Oh. Oh, Angry Klein. Grumpy Klein, whatever, I always forget. They have swords. I want to be free! Whoa, this was the animation I was talking about. And play with my buddy. Aww. I kind of feel bad for her. She had to lock all these feelings, like, you know, these regular kid feelings because of her dad. Yep, that's definitely Yang's. Yeah, it's fine. She's opening up. Yeah, this is great. Thank you, Ruby. It looks like you're talking right at me. They're not meowing! What if they wanted to meow? Maybe that's their freedom. You don't know. Oh, okay. So... Hey, Team Ranger, let's go! I love this music too. And Team Junior, we're missing a P. Revolution! Was that real Weiss? Oh, that was real Weiss. Oh my god, just stab the bat at this point. That's a cool shot. Oh, she was actually gonna do it. I thought she was gonna do it for a second. That was great. Oh, this is great too. Oh my god. I'm falling in love with this. With all these shots. These little kids made all that destruction? Are we going? Oh, I guess we can't. There's no more tracks. I guess that was John's role. Hey, that was great. I love that. Oh my god, the little Weisses. The Weissies. Big Nicholas. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. Even Dream Pier is always there for him. Yeah, you do. I want to go outside. I want to talk to people. I want to play with my buddies. This is getting kind of out of hand. Oh. Oh my god. What the hell? Let us fight. Oh, what's happening? Oh, I don't like it. What's going on? We're kind of getting into the weird, creepy dream stuff that I don't like. Oh my god. Let my Weisses grow! What's this chaos? I want to be pampered. Okay, well, this is going too far now. This isn't good. And they're getting too close to John. Oh, the nightmare is taking over. I think it realizes what you guys are doing. Creepy as hell. Oh? Weiss? Real Weiss? God damn. Hey, thanks Weiss. Sorry for the trouble. What about these guys? Freaking. When does this get into Attack on Titan? This even like the area even looks like Attack on Titan. Oh. What the hell? Weiss? Oh shit. The Attack on Titan wishes it had a character like Weiss in it. What is happening? It's becoming an actual robot? There's a lot going on here, and the weather is probably the last thing on my mind. Hello? Yeah, you did. Jesus Christ! John. Hey, you did great, buddy, but, we kind of have new problems now. Weiss, what is this? In the great Schnee family. Judgment. Oh, okay. Best episode of the series so far. Oh my god. Big Nicholas, the god, has entered the fight. I thought she was gonna summon something big. It turns out she's activating her mecha. Okay. I just want to see the Where You Belong. Ooh, next episode. I can't wait. God, look at that. Oh, this looks so good. Oh my god. I love the, I don't know what they're called, but I love the like little coat thing that she has on, and it has a hood on too. I love it. It's so Christmassy. It's so winter wonderland. I love it. It's great. But what a great episode. Oh my god. Funny, the music, the action. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's talk about it real quick. So we start off the episode with going back into the start of the level. It feels like, you know, game over, start from the beginning. You know how it is. We did that. We've done this like 3 times now. But this time now it's containing John. And John has a completely different look from his, you know, his promotional look and like the look that we saw him in episode 4, I believe. And that comes with this big sword. And I'm guessing the reason why he has this big sword is because Weiss sees him as someone who had, I don't know, maybe it's because he tries to present himself as somebody who's heroic, but he, like, you know, he really isn't. And like Weiss sees it, it's like it's all just a disguise, and maybe that's why he looks like a hero, but he doesn't feel like, he doesn't act like one. It's one of those things, I feel like. And it just, I feel like it shows that maybe she just sees him as a fake. He even says like, my sword and cape are way too heavy. She sees this guy who's pretending to be one thing but really isn't, you know. So it looks like the team has to change the dream, basically. And the first step to doing that is attacking the White Fang and letting that train pass. Now, at first, I was so confused because I'm like, why are you attacking the White Fang? I mean, like, I know the White Fang are evil, and even here, they're like super evil and like monsters. But like, I felt like the whole thing was showing how the Shinny Dust Company isn't good either, and maybe the what we have to do is, you know, fight against the Shinny Dust Company. Because, you know, here it shows that Weiss has a very negative opinion of how it's being run right now. But then it made sense that they would have to attack the White Fang in order to let the train continue, because during, like, you know, the past 2 iterations of this, the train stopped and, you know, things continued as normal. But here the train actually continued, and, you know, that's how everything was able to move forward. Great idea, smart idea. And the fight itself was also, you know, it was really short, but at least it wasn't 3D. Like, that's the one thing that, like, at least they were, and there was some blood in there too, but at least they were, like, you know, 2D. So at least that was going on. Last episode, the fights were really janky because you had those 3D moments, which, like I said in the last time, I understood because I guess, like, you know, time or whatever. But I'm happy here there was no need for, at least, like, not super noticeable 3D like in the last episode. Hopefully that can continue, because I know they're going to be doing some crazy stuff. Like, at the, you know, based off the end of this episode, they're going to be doing some crazy and, like, you know, grand things. So hopefully they don't have to rely on 3D animation for that. And I'm not just saying it because it's RWBY. Like, you know, I remember the Broly movie, the recent Broly movie had 3D in there too. And compared to the 2D animation, it was really, really janky. So, I mean, that's just something that I know anime is doing nowadays, you know, implementing more 3D. It's never going to be able to be, I mean, I can't say never, because there are some really, really good 3D anime out there, but like here it's not beating the 2D. Like, so far it's definitely not beating the 2D. So we get the scene once again with Weiss in her chambers, only this time Klein says that the train is moving forward, and Weiss is just shook. She's like, oh, things are changing. And I feel like Weiss during this scene was like one half like her own self, surprised. The idea of change just never came to her. So the fact that she's seeing change now, like it's hopefully filling her with hope. Like I said in the last episode, I do want her to be the one that changes, you know. I don't want, you know, just her to be defeated and then after that suddenly she's good. I want her to make that choice to step to the side of good and accept this change. Like, I want that deep emotional scene where she's moving on, changing for the better, changing her ideals, and, you know, becoming her own person. Which it looks like they're heading that way, which I really like. And then that other half is the nightmare half of her going like, things will not change. I like my safe little bubble. I don't want things to change. We got to stop things now. So that's basically where we are with this scene. We get a super, oh yeah, and then after that, Jock is here going like, hey, you carry a heavy responsibility, Weiss, which is true. And I feel like that also carries on to, like, you know, real life Weiss too. Like, in this dream, Jock is the one in charge, but Weiss is the one that has to make all of these decisions. Weiss is the one that has to deal with these consequences. And it's true for, at least right now, well, it's true for her in the real world too. You know, I know in Volume 4, Jock takes away, you know, the fact that she is the heiress of the Shinny Dust Company, but now that he's dead, I don't think that really matters anymore. But like, Jock was dragging the Shinny Dust Company's name in the mud and doing all of these things for the sake of profit. And Weiss knows, or at least this is what I believe this was trying to tell us, is that Weiss knows that she's the one that has to deal with everything in the end, because all of this nonsense is gonna be, you know, dumped on her, and she's the one that's gonna have to suffer when she's older. And it's like, she doesn't want the Shinny Dust Company to have this name, because once again, she does disagree with how Jacques is running things, and she rather, I feel like, have it be like how it was with Nicholas. I don't know if the Faunus were suffering under Nicholas. We don't really know the details of how Nicholas ran the Shinny Dust Company, but we do know that he was on the ground, starting the company out from zero. He was traveling the world. He was bringing up the Shinny Dust Company's name, and Jacques is the one that brought it down. So I feel like she knows that she's the one that's going to be dumped all of the bad press, all of the negativity. I mean, honestly, maybe even she fears that Jacques might ruin the company and she's going to be left with like near bankruptcy. Obviously that last part was more like what I'm thinking, but as far as like the negativity and just all the consequences that Jacques brought onto Weiss, this is all the stuff that she's gonna have to deal with, and that's the heavy responsibility that she has to deal with. On top of that, she always has to be the princess. She always has to be the one that shuts up and just follows orders in order to make the Schnee Dust company look good. So all of these things are just sort of like weighing down on her shoulders. And we see that just like this scene every time she's here, like it drives me crazy because I'm like, I can't imagine being there when Willow is laughing with a drink in her hand on one corner. Jacques is up above going like, you have a heavy responsibility, like shut up. And then on top of that, we have Whitley flying around and being a nuisance, like all that stuff. Like it could drive somebody insane. And it's just all weighing down on Weiss. So like I like this. It's something that I like about this story. Like something about this is like, you know, yes, Weiss is in a very negative place right now and she's not the best person and she does need to, you know, there are consequences and she has responsibilities to be her own person. That being said, it's clear that she's a person capable of that, and it's cool seeing somebody rise to that more positive version of themselves. You know, it's the reason why I'm not just going like Weiss is trash, why are we following her, she's a racist bigot, like I don't want anything to do, I don't want any scenes with her, I don't want to relate to her. And the reason why I'm not saying that is because we see that she is capable of change and she is changing, and I'm rooting for that. You know, one less bad person in the world is always great, you know. So we get this great moment with everybody going like, open the doors, don't shut us out. And I like how Blake is the one that like is the last one that's like, don't like, you know, let us in, all that stuff. And Weiss listens and she opens the gates. Like that's great stuff right there. I love it. And then we get this super long scene with the train moving around. Like it takes a minute, I'm not gonna lie. But the music is really good. The OST was really carrying that scene because it was just so good. I didn't mind. And of course, like the visuals are also pretty good too. You know, just seeing the world shift around. But the music was definitely the thing that's keeping me going with that scene. But they arrived in this circus area. And this is where Jean... I was a little bit worried about Jean because I was like, okay, is he going to play this super important part? Why is Jean here? But you know what? If this is the end of his, like, you know, importance, if it was just in this one episode, which was a really good episode, I honestly won't mind it. Like him picking up the chess piece, okay, that's fine. You know, he contributed. He got the chess piece, and then that's it. Now I want to go back and focus on the girls now. You know, we even got a little bit of Team Juniper too, which we'll go to in a second. But one of the highlights of this episode was for sure little Weiss. This is adorable. Really, really good, like design. Like it's very simple, but really, really good. I like it. And then also, really sad because this is basically like showing that Weiss never really had a proper childhood. She wasn't able to, you know, whine and complain. She wasn't able to want things like going outside and playing with the buddies. But it was really cool seeing Weiss open up and being like, I want to be spoiled. Things a little bit weird, but we also get little other things like I want to play, I want to go out and play with my friends and stuff like that. So, you know, it's insane that Weiss was never able to open up like this and never able to be a kid. And then we get this like crazy show of power from Weiss here. Really, really good. And it got me really hyped for the finale. Not the finale, it feels like a finale, but for the next episode. And then we're getting like 13 episodes. So even though this feels like a finale, like we're getting a lot more episodes to go. So I'm really excited to see where this series goes. Every Sunday, I'm really hyped to watch this episode. Watch this series. And this episode, it definitely like just raised my hype level to maximum because this is probably my favorite episode of the series. Great dream stuff. great hype for the next episode, great insight on Weiss, great animations, short fights, but great animation. I'm excited for the next episode for sure. So thank you guys for watching. I hope if you guys stuck around for this whole breakdown, thank you. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I can get this thing out as soon as possible, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode down in the comment section down below. Tell me what you guys thought about my reaction, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, bye.